Okay, this is the third video in my Alice in Wonderland collecting section, and this one is on scrapbooks. Now, a scrapbook is unique to you. You make it any way you want to, you put anything in it that you want to, you arrange it any way you want to. Now, this is an example of one that I did for Annette Runicello, and you can see it's a large scrapbook. And it can have all sorts of things. These are an ad. Let's see what's on this one. There's a 45. There's an actual 45 I put in there. Photographs. More photographs, which I'll talk about that kind in a minute. Paper doll. And other things. There is no one right way to do these. You make a scrapbook any way you want to, at all. So there's no one right way, there's no one wrong way. Now, what are some of the things you would need? Well, for one thing that I highly recommend is washi tape. These things come in an incredible variety of designs, colors, shapes. They're like masking tape a little bit, but they don't hold quite as strongly, which is fine for a scrapbook. And you can put it around the edges of things, all the way around, a little bit on the corners, however you want to do it. That's a major advantage of washi tape. Glue stick, tape, preferably double-sided tape. Now, you see these things. These are hole punchers. You can get sets of things. These are two I got from Etsy. One's printed in black and white, and one is supposed to be a better color, but my printer was running out of ink. What you can do then, you can get these in half-inch, inch and a half, 2-inch, 2.5-inch sizes, and you just take one of your little things here, you put the paper in there, you press it down, and out you get a nice little hole thing that you can then use in your scrapbook. Now, another thing you can do is look online on anything with Alice in Wonderland, and like Pinterest is a good source. If you see a picture you like, save it to your computer. Then you got two choices. One, you can actually go ahead and print it out and then cut it out and put it in your scrapbook. The second thing, which I did on some of them, was put the JPG images onto a thumb drive, take it over to my local Walgreens, and have them print them out as regular pictures. These are nicer, and I just think they look cooler than they do if you just cut the regular pages out. So, let's see what I've got in my scrapbook. Now, one major thing to remember on a scrapbook is you want something that the pages will lay relatively flat. If they don't, you're going to have a really horrible time trying to get everything in there the way you want to. Now for this one I chose a particular cover, which I thought was pretty. It's a saying, but actually it is not from Alice in Wonderland, but it still looks nice. Okay. Now, that's blue washi tape all around that image. And that's one of them I printed out from my computer. And here you see another kind of similar thing with some of the washi tape that is round. You can get it like flowers. And I think that makes it look pretty. Then, this is one of those things that I got from Etsy. And instead of cutting them out, I just cut the one thing out as a unit. Then you can, like I said, you can have anything. These are the Wonderland money. And you can see there. So what do? I have them held in by washi tape. That's again something unusual. Now this is more examples of Etsy stuff, and there's some of the round ones that I printed out. Now these are two of the things that I saved on JPG thumbnail drive, had printed out. I think they look better than they would otherwise. The butterfly up at the top on the left hand side is from the Alice in Wonderland sticker book for the movie. Again, more of the ones that I printed out. Excuse me. More of the same kind of thing. You see how colorful it is. Now, I've got margins there. If you want to leave the margins blank, leave them blank. If you want to put things in the margins, put them in. Again, you do it the way you want to. Don't let anybody tell you it has to be done a certain way, or you're not really doing a real scrapbook. Now, this is something else. These are postcards I got, which have Alice in Wonderland things on them. And I thought that makes a good addition. There's more of the postcards. And more of the pictures that I've had printed out. There's that. This is a certificate from a series of books I was getting. Again, more of those kind of things. And again, you notice now these are postcards. They're held in by a strip of washi tape up at the top. And by the way, washi tape comes off real easy. Very, very easy. But it will still hold the stuff there. Again, more of those kind of things. More pictures. And there's a sticker, obviously an Alice in Wonderland thing that I printed out, and Rackham artwork, which I happen to like. This from the movie. Then here's a book cover. Some of the book covers I think are pretty, and I took pictures of them and again had them saved and printed out. I mean, I can't put the book in the whole thing, but I can put the cover, which I think is really neat looking. Now that one I had put too little on, so it came loose. And again, more. Now these are Alice in Wonderland trading cards. And on the back they have what the scene is. There aren't many of these kind of things out there that I've seen. Now this is a picture of the cover of a 78 RPM, or 33 and a third RPM vinyl record that I have. And these are stamps somebody made up. Now they're not real, you can't mail anything with them, but they still look kind of neat. Again, more of these. This again, one of the book covers. Notice I've got things here in the margins. If you want to, you do it. If you don't, you don't. And sometimes things hold together. There we go. And these are more postcard type things. A lot of things on this margin, nothing over here. Another postcard. Pictures of Alice Liddell. More of these cards. A lot of people like cosplay. That's where you dressed up in costumes for a character you happen to like from a book or a movie or TV show. Now over here you have real stamps. Now, these aren't from the United States, but I think they look neat. These are from the Maldives. Some stuff from the sticker book, and another stamp with another postcard. More postcards. Another one of those things I printed out but didn't bother to cut them up because I think it looks better this way. And an ad, which again I had printed out from Walgreens. More of the same kind of thing from Walgreens. More of these. You can see how pretty this makes things look. Another book cover over here, another book cover from ones that I have. One of the things you do need to be aware is sometimes when you get these things printed out, they may cut a little bit off the edge, so you want to have your image sized a little bit on the smaller side than you would normally do. Another actual book cover, another actual book cover. More postcards held by washi tape. More book covers. This is a cover of a booklet with paper dolls in it. And what's interesting, you notice that it's not in English. That's because I got it from the Ukraine on eBay. You can get a lot of interesting things from eBay. And there's more of the fake money kind of thing. An ad for one of the Alice in Wonderland movies. Now this is what is called a first day cover. That's a stamped envelope put out on a certain day, a publication, the first day, and these can be very pretty. I like that one. This one I like particularly. Again, it's one of them I just downloaded from the computer and from a site that I saw. And here are more first day covers, not from the United States. Then some people will sometimes print out their own versions of a first day cover. And here's a block of 9 stamps. This is from the cover of a DVD. I thought that looked nice. And here is another first day cover, not decorated a whole lot, and another one down here. Now, these I keep in plastic because I don't want them to get damaged. This is from the inside of a DVD, a booklet, which I thought was interesting. More first day covers. And then again, sets of these that I printed down from Etsy, and I just kept them together instead of cutting them up. And more first day covers, which you can see are very colorful. And more first day covers. and then a series of bookmarks that I found that I thought was interesting. So I just decided, okay, they're going to go in the notebook, scrapbook that is. Here's some more, and some more. None of this stuff is terribly expensive either. You don't have to spend, a huge amount of money on putting stuff in your scrapbook. Now, here's the little booklet kind of thing, and another cover. More artwork. This is the artwork from a Korean booklet on a book on Alice in Wonderland. Again, more artwork. I tend to like the colorful artwork myself. But again, you put whatever you want to into your own book. And you notice, how the pages lie flat, so that makes it a lot easier to work with, especially if you're just putting things on there. And another first day cover, more first day covers. That explains what's on one of them. And here's another one. Now, blank. I ran out of things to put in there, which is fine, because as I find other things that I might want to add to the scrapbook, I'll just put them in there and keep it till I fill it up. So again, do it any way you want to. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's a particular way that has to be done. So hopefully this will give you some ideas if you decide to do a scrapbook, and frankly it's a lot of fun to make one. And when you finish, you've got something that looks pretty neat and is unique to you. There's nobody else in the world that's going to have a scrapbook that is exactly the same as the one that you make. Okay, so I hope you liked, maybe learned something from this, and I'll be doing another video before too long.